I'm starting this new chapter where I'm really going to be finding the best version of who I am, and not the best version of who I was with Steven or with my past traumas even before Steven, outside of being a mom, outside of being a career woman, outside of writing a book, outside of this. Like, who am I just existing right now? I had dealt with an ex that had addiction problems, and then I realized Steven had addiction problems, and it's something that I kind of have been like, where was I involved in this? And I had to take some steps for myself to realize, like, you know, I was able to help one, and I wish I could have been that for the other. But it's also not my job to do that. There was a moment I was with one of my really dear friends, and we were cleaning out the closet and picking out an outfit for him for the funeral. And it was a really triggering moment for me because there was a lot of things I discovered in our closet that I did not know existed. And it was very alarming to me to learn that there was so much happening that I had no clue. So it was a really scary moment in my life to figure that out. But it also helped me process that he was going through so much. And he was hiding so much, and there must have been a lot of shame in that. And he was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on anyone. Because he loved everyone so much. He didn't want other people to take on his pain. Now there are little signs, but when we were in the moment, everything was beautiful. We had chose to go stay in Laguna Beach, and we chose that because Weslie was having a soccer tournament out there, and we wanted to go see her, and everything was blissful, and we were watching, the soccer games and eating room service and going to have drinks together and going to museums. We bought a sculpture.
Y'all, I do not know about you, but something about the way she's been moving since he died does not sit right with me. Steven's brother, who goes by Dre Rose, has called her out on social media for the way that she's treated his blood relatives, including his mother.
But then it was revealed by some family members and friends that during his funeral, she made all them sign NDA. And in those NDAs, they were not allowed to speak out on anything concerning him. Like, even his mom had to sign an NDA. And that's when people started to think, this is kind of shady. They were like, why does everyone in his family, like his whole family, has to sign NDAs?
It has been very challenging and emotional, but you guys have brought so much hope and inspiration to us. My family and I have always said that we wanted to make sure that our purpose was lived out by bringing joy to people. Being safe places for my children to be able to learn and grow through all their different emotions, but truly, honestly, I keep saying to my kids, we choose life.
The youngest turned 3, and it's just, and you know. I know!
She's so cute!
Look at her!
Oh, so cute! Oh my God, do you miss having a newborn in the house?
I sure do.
Uh-oh.
I think we would love to start trying for another one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, what? How you feel? Look, she said she missed it. How you feel?
No, listen, we love, listen, no, but we really do. I love the little babies. I love them, and to be quite, it's a constant conversation.
A shock to the country when the news broke. That's one of those stories that's not right because he was the megawatt smile, the guy who was dancing, always happy.
I still feel like I'm like the rest of the world where I'm still shocked. No one's ready for that moment, and there's no one that saw this coming. No one. But I feel so sad that he was so there and we weren't.
Lives being as public as they have been, I had to share the honesty and the truth with my children far too soon of what happened, what we were gonna have to battle together, and the hard work that's gonna go into us getting on the other side. I've had to have those hard conversations with them already. But I thought it was important because I can't let them be finding out things from unsafe environments. They have to find it out from somewhere they feel safe, which is with me, with this home, with our friends, with our family, with the right team around us. And it's been really beneficial. I wish I didn't have to have those conversations with them. I don't wish it on anyone, which is why this book is important, is I don't want other people to have to go through what we went through. I don't wish that on anyone. And the conversations I had with my children, it was far too soon in their life to expose them to those things. But all I can wish and hope is that they find the light in themselves to keep moving forward. And They don't ever have to be an example to other people, but just for themselves be okay. My youngest, Zaya, she is now 5. I'm gonna have to probably have all these conversations with her when she gets older. But hopefully her brother and sister, now that they are dealing with it actively, can help be a support system to her. So it's gonna take all of us to get through this, and I want them to be the strongest versions of themselves that they can be. I want my kids to remember that they are their own individual self, and that this moment in their life does not define who they are. When I would think about my husband at the time, I would think, oh, I love that Twitch is such a great performer, but then when he comes home, he feels safe enough to be Steven. Twitch was extremely extroverted. Steven was introverted. Twitch loved to be the light in everyone's lives, and then Steven liked to hide away.
Steven Twitch Boss, the talented dancer and beloved TV personality, was a beacon of joy to millions. But after his untimely passing, his family's battle with his widow, Allison Holker, has taken center stage. Allegations of manipulation, secrecy, and exploitation have created a storm that shows no signs of quieting down. As shocking claims and fiery accusations continue to surface, the question remains: is Allison a grieving widow seeking to shed light on hidden struggles, or is there something more sinister at play? Let's dive deeper into the story and hear from all sides. Twitch's mother, Connie Boss Alexander, has made it clear that she will not let Allison's claims go unchallenged. In her public statement, she described the allegations as deeply hurtful and misleading, sparking support from fans who are questioning Allison's intentions. But Connie isn't the only one speaking out. Twitch's brother, DeAndre, has opened up about feeling excluded and disrespected. He claims Allison has isolated the family and imposed NDAs at the funeral, a move he described as cold and unnecessary. DeAndre's frustrations reflect a larger divide within the family. Cousins and close relatives have also taken to social media, accusing Allison of keeping Twitch's children away from their paternal grandmother. One cousin, who goes by Big L, shared on social media, "We're his blood, his family. How are we not allowed to see his kids? She's not protecting them. She's protecting herself." The controversy has also drawn in Twitch's close friends, many of whom are furious with how Allison has handled his memory. Courtney Ann Platt, a longtime friend, didn't hold back in her criticism.
For example, she shares that he was struggling with substance abuse. In a new interview with People magazine, Allison shares that Steven was hiding his battles with his inner demons, which we'll get to in a minute, and he was using a lot to self-medicate. A reminder, his passing and the way that it happened caught her totally by surprise. She had no idea he was using or that he was suicidal. Allison says that she was going into their closet to get clothes for him to wear for the funeral, and she discovered a, quote, cornucopia of substances, including mushrooms, pills, and other substances I had to look up on my phone.